G'day folks. Well, I'd like to make a mention. I'm sorry I didn't get back to all you guys that have commented. I've been busy back at work, so I haven't had time. But I've read them all, and thank you for commenting, guys. I really love it. I really appreciate it too. I take it all on board, and you're some smart cookies out there, you guys that are watching, and it's bloody great. Well, I had one comment that's just stuck in my head, and it was Jez. He said that I need more plenum, and to start with, I actually thought he said under the carby, and I sort of never gave it a second thought, but then I looked at it again a few hours later, and it sort of just all clicked. No, he mentioned the carb hat. The trouble is with this, guys, it's so short through here, right? Look at the inside radius there, or the short turn. And look at this outside sort of turn here. It's bloody ridiculous. It's not even a blow-through carb hat, to be honest. They only sell them as a cold air intake, but I've seen them on YouTube. A lot of people do run them, so whether or not they've had issues with them, who knows? But I've got a mega issue with it. So Jez recommended I put a bit of a plenum on it. Now what it's going to do, if we lift that up sort of, say, a minimum 2 inches, all of a sudden we've got away from this horrible bit of turbulent crap in here, and we're starting to get a nice bit of flow because we've got away from this horrible corner and given ourselves a chance for the air to sort of straighten up and shoot down. That's a brilliant idea, mate, and that is just what this thing needs. So rather than go and buy another carb hat, a proper one, and even the ones that I've seen, they're really short. They've got a nice radius, but they're still fairly short. Well, what I'm going to do in here is try and improve on in here, fill this in, and sort of get more of a nicer radius on that sort of turn there, and then extend the plenum. Extend that so we get a nice sort of flow down through to the carb. So the carb gets a really good signal. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that will help or see me sort of get out of trouble. They're never going to be perfect, but at least we can get it, or at least improve on what we've got now. And looking at that, that is a shocker, guys. I mean, I've run like that for years. Everywhere I clock this thing seems to cause problems. I had it like that when I first got it running, because I had the intercooler in the front and it was all coming up sort of on that angle there. And #1 cylinder always gave trouble. If I ran lean or over boosted or got hot for some reason, and to push a gasket, #1. I move it round here, all of a sudden I've got #4 really giving me a hard time. And it's just looking like that it's not liking it on this short turn. I wonder if the air is coming up flat out, hitting this sort of back edge there and spewing back and disrupting it all, and sort of really turbulent in there and horrible. And I reckon that's half the trouble, you know. Just not a good design. So, like I said, if we lift it, create some plenum, fix up inside here and get a nicer radius happening, I think that's going to really help big time. Well, I'm definitely not going to go backwards with it. That's a fantastic comment, Jez. You've done really well there, mate. Unbelievable. There's a couple of guys mentioned that they were hoping I didn't run with a piston. Well, I've been trying to track one down for the last few days and I haven't had any luck. So I'm waiting on a phone call. Hopefully tomorrow he'll get back to me. But he reckons that it's not looking good. That was the crowd I bought the kit off too. Port City Engines. So hopefully I can get a piston to sort of get me out of trouble. But yeah, I'm not sure at the minute. I'm just sort of a waiting game. So we'll go from there once I find out a little bit more, guys. But if you know of anywhere or any business to sort of could help me out, yeah, just let me know in the comments too, guys. I'd appreciate it. I really do. You've helped me immensely, you folks. You really have. And Jez, you took out the prize on that last video, mate. That was brilliant. All right, guys. Well, I'm just thinking out loud, and I hope you're enjoying where I'm sort of going with the car and what I'm trying to do and trying to fix these problems and overcome them and sort of move on with it all. God, it's good fun. I love it. All right, guys. I'll catch you later.